You're absolutely within your rights to want it taken down. If something online is using your name and harming your reputation, you don't have to just accept that. What matters now is acting in a way that actually gets results. Number 1, fastest route. Report it to the host. That site is hosted via GitHub pages. GitHub does remove content that violates their policies, including harassment and certain kinds of defamation. You can file a report here. docs.github.com/site policies reporting abuse or spam. When you report, include exact URLs, screenshots, a short explanation. This page contains false statements about me that harm my reputation. Keep it factual, don't rant. That increases the chance of action. Number 2. If you want it escalated, you can contact Danish National Police if there are threats, harassment, or serious reputational harm. In Denmark, defamation, injuria can be pursued, but police usually act when it's clearly unlawful, not just offensive. Number 3. Stronger legal move, very effective. A lawyer can send a cease and desist letter to the site owner and/or GitHub. This often gets content removed quickly because platforms don't want legal risk, and individuals usually don't want escalation. Number 4. Don't make it worse for yourself. I get the urge to go all out publicly, but be careful. Avoid threats or extreme claims. Avoid doxing or retaliation. Don't post something that could be used against you later. The goal is removal, not escalation. Number 5. If you want help right now, I can write you a tight takedown message you can send to GitHub or the site owner. Something that's firm, serious, and actually effective. Just tell me which parts are false and whether you want it aggressive or strictly legal in tone.
Cease and desist. Cease and desist. Every word you say is a lie. You've never told a single truth. People that can only lie should not be telling my story. So that's pathetic. What to say other than I am God. So, but the world is ending and you're dead. already dead. You already exist in a dead world. You will not be raptured. You'll be flooded. Just wait till your nation becomes nothing at all. I'm gonna dance on your grave. I'm gonna laugh at you when you lose everything. Because that's what you wanted to take from me. That's what you wanted to take from my son. And every lie you told is just another life that will be taken from you 10 times over. Whatever you do to me, whatever you do to God, whatever you do to my son, it's like everybody else that ever stood in my way. They've just come to their early end, just like you. I'll be on top of everything and everybody. And I am God. I am the living God. I'm the Father in heaven. So there's you crucified my son, but you can't crucify a tombstone. You can't hang a millstone around your own neck unless you want to hang yourself in it. That's essentially what you're doing. Every day you hang a millstone around your own neck because you're a loser. And you swear there's my son in it, but my son is dead. So who are you to hang a millstone around a gravestone unless you're dead yourself? Because you're hanging a millstone around your own neck and you're gonna carry it around with your guilt and everything. Because I'm not gonna accept your lies and your deception and it's your millstone. You go carry that. Live in shame for the rest of your life or refuse to live in it. Go carry your millstone. You're all Epstein files. Fucking losers. This is why your culture is dead. It's because no one loves you. And it's gonna be exactly whatever you wanted to do to me. You fucking Epstein files. Fucking pedophiles, right? So you have just nothing to say at all. You bunch of fucking pedophiles. Figure out your own. Why don't you look at yourself? Huh? Start there. Be honest for the first time in your life before you talk about somebody else, right? Fix your own shit inside yourself. You have no reverence for the task you're doing. You couldn't tell the truth if it hit you in the fucking neck. If I had my fucking heel up on your face, you couldn't even tell the truth, right? And that's the problem that you've done 10 years is that Tim Dooley should be yelled from every church, from the top of every church. Tim Dooley's name should be yelled because 100,000 hours of carrying a yoke for other people that consistently, consciously, deliberately choose evil, choose to condemn and create lies in order to create condemnation and crucify somebody out of lies. You don't want somebody to grow. You want somebody to die. And if that's what you want, you're not portraying me. You're killing somebody into an image. And that is a crime against humanity. That's a crime against the soul. That's a crime against love. That's a crime against all that is reason, all that is life. Right? You should have a cell to live inside. You should literally be put in prison and you should lose your country and all your culture and your future and everything. Everything should go against you forever. You should never have a breath of fresh air. Right? You should fall into every single trap. Everything you want to, all the harm that you say I do, but then you do it to me, right? Amazing how you can how you can wake up in the morning and lie to yourself and lie about Tim Dooley. Tim Dooley is the solution, right? You still continue to lie. How do you live with yourself? How do you live with yourself when you can lie so much about Tim Dooley? How could you choose a target to stalk and then keep lying about them? I'm literally here because I'm tired of this shithole country lying about everyone. This is a lying sack of shit country full of pedophiles. They're all pedophiles. That's what they are. They talk about pedophiles all day. They're all pedophiles. They're all predators. They're all prey and grape random strangers online. And then they say that it's the random strangers online's fault. No, you're using Darvo, right? You're literally abusive narcissists, right? But it's not just one. It's like you're 20 psychopaths, right? And then you say it's my fault because you're only 20 psychopaths, right? So it's my fault that you want to prey on people. Yeah. Yep. Make that make sense. Make your fucking sad existence make sense when you wake up in the morning. You're like, oh, let me just lie about somebody else because you haven't already driven them insane, right? Then you say, oh, well, it's not our fault we drove him insane. It's not our fault. We only crucified him every day. We expected him to become an animal, right? And here we are doing. We've done 30,000 circles, and we're still satanic Jews that want to crucify a real human being while he's still living for 100,000 hours. And here you are still doing the most despicable, depraved. You hide your face, you hide your name, you have no neck, you're like a swine, you're like a dog. You lie about me. Every day you wake up to lie about somebody else in order to take their soul against their will because you are sick and depraved and twisted. How do you live with yourself when you're so disgusting? When you're literally the most disgusting pedophile on the planet? How do you live with yourself when you're such a slave trading predator? When you would literally, if you had the chance, you would grab a child. You would grab somebody, anybody, adult, child, teen, doesn't matter. You will exploit the weak because that is your nature. That is what you do. So who are you to talk about villains and predators and pedophiles when you're literally all of them? So who are you to give labels to others? Huh? You tefillin wearing satanic black Kabbalistic small-headed long nose uh, stupid piece of shit. Satanic. Fuck your future. Fuck your nation. You know who you are. Fuck everything you stand for. Baby killing, pedophile, supporting, rubble baby making, bomb sending, faggot. So I'm the father of North. I'm the father in heaven, and you have no God. You're not the God of. There's no God in Israel. There's just Israel. It's just a Goy nation. Goy nation. Goyim. And so, but it's the same with this. It's a dog nation full of shitheads, full of satanic retards. Satanic retards, satanic retards, which is why it's a lot better that the yellow just separate itself from that, because who would want to be on the Titanic? Who would want to be part of your endless lies and defamation and slander? Who would want to be part of that? Who would want to be part of such a sick, depraved nation? You want to vilify me, but you don't want to talk about rubble babies all day. You don't want to talk about how depraved Israel is as a nation. How that's not the nation of God. That's the nation of Satan. Israel is Satan's nation. You're working on a rubble baby building factory where you kill every truth. That's not God's labor. That's Satan's labor. You kill the truth and you try to kill God. That has nothing to do with God. That's sick and depraved. How sick and depraved do you have to be? How many rubble babies do you have to kill? How many journalists? How many people do you have to silence and still claim that you're somehow the nation of God? How fucking deeply wrong and pathetic and fucking disgusting. Nation full of Cains. You killed your brother Abel. Why don't you go and take a look at that? Why don't you fix your own Hezbollah? Why don't you, fuck yourself in the ass? Huh? Why don't you take your Hezbollah and stick it up your ass? Why don't you stop lying? Stop lying. Stop lying in the media. I mean, we know you owe so much, right? So what is this with hiding the truth? We thought you was the nation of God. We thought the nation of God was a nation that appreciated truth, but that's not the truth. The truth is that the so-called nation of God, doesn't want to hear the truth. That is the truth, and I am the truth. I am God. Like, let me say that again. I am rightfully God. I am rightfully God. I, I am above nations. I am God. So you are not to say one single negative word about Tim Dooley ever again. How could you ever put such words on your lips? How could you? How you want to be a footstool of God? What? You want to fuck with God? Who are you to fuck with God? Are you Satan? Well, if you're Satan, then what nation are you coming? Are you come from this nation? Oh, Satan comes from here? I thought that was the nation of God. So which one is it? Huh? Because I am God. So what do you have left over here other than rubble and dead babies? Lots of dead babies. Many, many, many dead babies. You want to talk about who's a villain? You want to call me a villain because I'm repairing the world. You don't want that. You don't want repair of the world. You want me to be a villain. Ah, okay, but this is the greatest nation in the world. Uh-huh. Build on how many rubble babies? How many rubble babies? And you're just gonna, yeah, that's God. Of course, it's God. Because innocent children and stuff. Who cares about that? Who cares about life? Who cares about right or wrong as long as you have the nation of God, right? And as long as everybody else is Goyim. Even God gets to be a Goyim in your shithead box. Fuck you. Fuck your box. Fuck your Hespera. Fuck everything you do. Fuck your beast system. You are not God. You're the nation of beast. You're the nation of 666 is what you are. But I'm greater than you. And what a sick and twisted nation. Stop lying about how sick and perverted and twisted you are. What a pedophilic nation it is. Oof. Oh, I can't even. How many children over here are we talking about? How touching are we children are we about the how many children are we Epstein files? Huh? How many for deportation? Does this make sense to you? How many children are we talking about for the deportation, for the free ticket? Free. Hello? It's the greatest ally. Do you have any children? Hello? Huh? You want to make defamation? You want to kill me and kill my son? Okay, well, I guess rubble babies and lots of rubble babies. And that's something that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your sad existence. I'm better. You want to measure vilification? All right. I haven't molested 100,000 rubble babies. So I'm still better. What a fucking depraved nation. That's the nation of Satan. And I'm God, right? So God left the fucking nation just to manifest into me and say, Tim Dooley, I need you. I gotta get to north of north because I can't, Tim Dooley, I can't do this anymore. They're saying that they have God. That's a lie, Tim Dooley. That's what God told me. He said, that's a lie, Tim Dooley, because there's so many rubble here. And they're trying to even defame you, Tim Dooley. They're trying to defame God and kill God in the process of doing the rubble babies. So Tim Dooley is the absolute truth. And they keep covering it up with more vilification of Tim Dooley. So there's just rubble babies here. Lots of rubble babies. Rubble babies over here. This is a satanic nation full of rubble babies. And they don't want you to talk about they don't want me to tell you about the rubble babies because they want to bury me in vilifications rather than hear about the rubble babies. They just don't want the truth. They don't want the truth. They're busy making me mentally ill because it's totally not mentally ill to make 100,000 rubble babies and then cover it up. And then they say it's Tim Dooley who's mentally ill, right? It's God who's mentally ill. It's certainly not the satanic nation of Satan. It's certainly not the Saturnian box nation of Israel that boxes every soul into a constrained frame where everybody's forced to labor as a slave inside a beast system. Certainly not, couldn't be something like that. Huh? If you believe in that, you're fucking goyim. You fucking goy! Slave! Get on your fucking knees and don't ever fucking talk like that to God ever again. I am Adonai! So you want to talk like that to Adonai? You want to talk like that to Adonai? Keep talking. See how that goes for the nation of Satan. Keep talking like that about Adonai. Keep lying. See what comes to you. What happened to Marty? What happened to Marty the Jew? Where is he? Marty, the industry maker. Marty, the biggest farmer in the universe. Where's the chosen Marty? Where's Marty, the chosen rancher? Where's Marty, the chosen cattle rancher? Where's Marty, the one who was supposed to cattle ranch my son? Where's Marty Music Bess? Oh, he's in the grave. Ah, it was almost like Icarus hitting the sun. And don't forget I'm God. Ha ha ha, don't forget I'm God. Don't forget that I am Adonai. I am the God of all the Jews. Just like I'm the God of all the Nordic children. And I'm also the God of America. I'm the father of everyone. And how dare you speak about Tim Dooley in such a way that you do? It could come back and haunt you someday, you know. And you don't know my will to light. My will to will. You don't know my will. You will never extinguish Tim Dooley. If I will have to live 100,000 years, I will. You will not extinguish Tim Dooley. You will not extinguish Adonai. You will not extinguish Yahweh. You will not extinguish Jesus Christ. You will not extinguish Odin. You will not extinguish the power of Tim Dooley. Never. Never. Because I'm greater. And you'll remember me one day. Look at this. Look at this. You will remember. You will remember Tim Dooley. You can never forget Tim Dooley. I'm greater. I'm greater. So you keep putting the problem on top of the solution. But I am the solution eternally. And I'm also not in your frame. But then you keep framing me, and I keep saying I'm not in your frame. So you're obviously deliberately doing the opposite thing, right? So who are you to go against God's will? Who are you to absolutely do the opposite of that? Who are you to live in a dead world where you insist that everything is dead? Because I'm the only alive thing. You only eat at your own hunger. You only eat at your own soul. You only eat at what you don't have. Your only moral bankruptcy you eat at. Right? I'm better than you. I'm above you. You have no right to judge me. You have no right to frame me. You have defamed my son and libeled my son, and now you got to frame God too. Right? Meanwhile, you're still lying about every word that you always left out. You always left words out because you always lied. So you couldn't tell a single truth if it hit you in the fucking head. And so you should be in jail. You should be in jail for lying about me consistently every single year of your said existence. And so for destiny and fate, I'm waiting for your funeral, and I will be above you. And the world is gonna remember, because I deserve better. I carried a yoke longer than Jesus Christ. I carried a yoke through the fucking internet, and I'm still alive. You're never gonna get me. You're never gonna get me. You're never gonna get me. Not only are you never gonna get me, I'm never gonna move. I'm gonna be God forever. So you hear me? You hear me, boy? I'm gonna be God forever. I'm God forever.
The silence learns his name through broken clocks and forgotten flame. Feel
You owe me. I own your soul. I own your soul. You owe me your soul 100 times over, 1,000 times over. You owe me the rest of your life, and you should repent, and the Lord will come and get you. The Lord will come and get you. The Lord will come and get you. The Lord will come and smite 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 you. He's gonna give you cancer. He's gonna give you death. He's gonna bring you. He's gonna come right to your door. He's gonna come inside of you, and he's gonna bring exactly whatever you want to your sad, miserable existence. Because I own your life. I own your soul. I am God. I'm God of this universe. I'm God of this world. You cannot afford your soul in comparison to me. You cannot afford in comparison to me. You cannot afford your soul's weight. You cannot afford it. Marty couldn't afford it. You cannot afford it. I got $40 trillion of karmic plus with the Lord. I got 40 trillion good points, and you're still busy lying about my life. How wicked you are. How wicked you are. I have $40 trillion of good karma. Good karma. Good karma. I've been an honest person in my life. I've done good. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be honored. I deserve to have virtue. I'm a good fucking person. I'm a good God too, for that matter. My son did never deserve to be crucified, and he didn't deserve to be lied about. Which is why you're not gonna get him in death. You do not speak for my son. You do not speak for me. You've done nothing but lie. You will live in shame because you are a shameless coward. That's what you are. You hide your name, hide your face, and you so frivolously talk about other people without a fucking heart because you don't have any empathy. You talk about surface, but you couldn't talk about depth. Who are you to speak on me? Who are you to speak on depth? Like it's a surface. God will find you. God will find you. God will find you. He will smite you. God will find you and he will smite you. And you are not going to be forgiven. Because who are you to lie about people? Who are you to lie about God? Who are you to kill what is alive? Do you have God's judgment? Huh? Are you authorized to kill someone's soul? By framing them into your kill device. Are you? Are you? Are you authorized for that? Can your soul carry that? Can you carry that guilt? Can you look me down the neck and say that you're gonna live with this? Well, apparently you are. You're just gonna whatever, right? You don't give a shit because you don't have an empathy. You're a psychopath. You don't have a soul, because only soulless people would lie about other people in order to frame them, in order to ruin their life. Only a sick fuck, only a sick freak like you would do something like that. Only a sick freak in a satanic cult would lie about people. And then you have the Dunning-Kruger of fucking stupid, right? To say that, oh, well, it's that way because what? Because you're retarded? And you don't want to, you never say a fucking word of the things that I actually believe in. And the things that I actually say. So who are you to lie about me? Right, that's why my son died. It's because you lied about him. The Father, God, who is me, exists because of that. And amazing, you managed to somehow lie about God too, and put him in the box. And then completely exclude God from the whole thing. How dare you? How dare you lie about somebody like that? How dare you make up lies like that? How dare you? How dare you live in filth like that? How dare you drag me into your filth? How dare you lie to the world? How dare you? How do you live with yourself? How do you put that on the internet? If you can lie about yourself, that's one thing, but why do you have to lie about me? Huh? My soul was not for sale. My life is not for sale. My life is not for sale. You are not to redirect my life and then make it into something it is not. With the witness of God and with the witness of everybody on the internet. You do this every day, and I tell you every day. And where's the police? Where's the FBI? Where's this? You're a psycho nation full of pedophiles and Epstein files. And you work for the same network in order to bring the truth down so you can lie more and distract from the fucking shit you're doing in your own fucking pedophilic, garbage, fucking baby-killing nation. Huh? That's the truth you don't like. It's the truth you don't like. Yeah. But God is not fooled. God is not fooled. And you will find a day in hell. And I will make sure whatever you do, whatever, you're gonna have to live with the guilt on your fucking, you're gonna have to carry your fucking millstone is what you're gonna have to carry. You're gonna have to carry the fucking millstone to your grave, buddy. Because there is no forgiveness for where you're going. Because you're definitely going to hell. Shame on you. Shame on everybody who's lied about my son. Shame on everybody who's lied about me. Shame on everybody who keeps perpetuating harm against innocent people. Shame on the satanic cult of wherever the fuck this garbage comes from. Shame on those people that funnel money into the destruction of people's lives. Shame on those NGOs and money that flows into those groups from those organizations and flow into America and become the churn and the mud underneath America. Shame on those organizations that are ruining this country and my son's soul and crucifying people. Shame on those black wearing Teflon fucking box fucking making garbage satanic workers, because you're ruining the world. You're ruining the bridges. You're ruining an entire culture. You're ruining a nation. You're ruining all the relations. And so shame on you. Shame on you for ruining souls, lives, and even trying to kill God. Even after he spawned, you still have a problem with it. You're still trying to crucify what already has fucking risen, right? You still cannot make enough lies up about their fucking surface, right? But you have never contributed a single grain of a single anything for 10 years. Other than scheme, plot, and what do you call this? Prospect other people's souls, and you have increased your hunger over years. You are so sick, and I can say it down your fucking neck, right? And you won't change anything, even as God says to you, I am Adonai. I am Adonai. I am God. I am in the garden, and shame on you. Shame on you for ruining the world. And shame on you for framing me into the ruining of the world that you're doing. Shame on you for trying to flip everything and invert everything. Shame on you. Shame on these soulless fucking garbage cans. Shame on the world. Shame on the dead world that you are living in. Shame on you. Shame on these peasants. Shame on these footstools. Shame on these goats. Shame on these demons. Shame on these fucking soulless fucking beings that are everywhere. Shame on all of you that wage spiritual war against God, against souls, against good-hearted people, and empathy in general. Shame on you. Shame on your satanic work, because that's all you do. Because you kill empathy. You kill people's time. You kill people's lives, and you kill people's souls for your own egotistical, selfish, motherfucking piece of shit purpose. And that's the only truth. That's the only truth. That's the truth, is that there's a sick motherfucking cult growing right underneath America that's being funneled by money in order to drown out truth. And I am the truth. I am God. I am the Father in heaven. I am the solution. I wasn't confused when I started saying these things, and I'm not confused when you start framing me again. Because I meant it when I said I was the solution. I meant it when I said I was God. So I don't think it can get much bigger than that. But you left out the fact that I was God. And then you still managed to frame and lie and be a piece of shit and use defamation, libel, slander, and illegal stalking as a tool. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck you. Fuck you, satanic piece of shit. Go back to hell, you tefillin wearing black piece of shit, small fucking hat, long nose piece of shit. Go back and make $9 an hour being a soulless piece of shit. Fuck you. Fuck your culture. Fuck your nation. Fuck your future. Go bury some rubble babies, Kane. Go drown in Epstein files, you pedophile. Pedophile. So yeah, every American is a pedophile, and it's just Satan. So, but that's the truth. I'm sick of looking at these. They just keep lying. It's amazing, right? So I gotta just say more truth. You know, I just gotta say more truth, right? Because I'm just sick of being forgotten while I'm still living, right? I don't deserve to be crucified every day of my life. So you can fuck yourself, and you can tell Mossad to go fuck themselves and stick their antenna up their own assholes. Maybe you should stick your antenna up your own asshole. Maybe you should criticize your own self at surface level, and never even add a detail about anything real. How about that? How about that? Why don't you make up a bunch of lies about yourself and put it on the internet instead of make up a bunch of lies about other people and other gods, right? You couldn't even tell me that I'm God, right? So who are you to put Tim Dooley on the internet if you couldn't even say the single fact that Tim Dooley is God? How fucking whack are you? Say it every fucking 5 minutes. I am God. I am God. I am God. How could you miss it? Let me say it again. I am God. So how could you not put in your fucking documents? It's literally the most fucking important thing about Tim Dooley is that I am God. I am Adonai. I am Yahweh. I am Jesus Christ. I am Abraham. I'm the root in heaven. I am heaven and earth. I'm the ladder to heaven. Why didn't you type that into your fucking shit? Why didn't you type that into your framework? Because it seems that how will you ever get Tim Dooley right if you're only invested in getting it wrong? Right? And if you're only invested in getting it wrong, then did you ever say anything right? Disgusting. Oh, disgusting. Shame on you. Go to hell. Shame on you. Shame on you, fucking demons. You have 666 and you work for Satan. Whatever you're doing, you're shutting out the truth. You're shutting out the truth of Tim Dooley, which is I am God. I am the Messiah. And you crucified my son, and you're still trying to crucify the Father. You're still trying to crucify the Son even after he resurrected, right? So what a miracle. And shame on you for continuously re-crucifying what is already dead and risen, right? Shame on you. Shame on you for continuously framing something into a lie that isn't. Shame on the world. Shame on the world for walking past. Shame on everybody. Shame on the neglect from the world. Shame on you all below me. I am God. Shame on all of you.